don't know Alex, just check him out on YouTube and everywhere on social media platforms. It's he has some pretty serious stuff going on. Way too many things not to ask. All right, tone with amp. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that little thing. Can you turn your guitar, please?
Yeah, that's
because there's something special
weird going on. Yeah.
So let's just get right into it.
Yeah. So actually, it's just a box, and it has this cool vibro dynamic here, my vibro speaker, I guess. And now this vibro speaker takes my signal from any of my pickups, and it transforms the signal. So eventually. Magic happens. I explained the whole process, but it doesn't really matter how it works because it sounds like magic. Because you don't need to plug anything. You don't need to use an amp, and it's so fun to practice like that because you still can hear the natural sound of the guitar. It doesn't really affect it by a pickup. So sometimes when I practice too much with a tone with amp like this, when I get to my pedal board and my regular pedals and my regular pickup signal, I feel quite strange because the signal is too unnatural. We in fingerstyle genre really like to have reverb. It just makes your guitar sound bigger. It sounds much better than if I just unplug it and play it like this. Yeah, so that's like a big difference, and it's so inspiring to practice something like this because, for example, I have a song. Yeah, it's called Snow in Stuttgart. It's like completely new one. I will play just a little moment of it. And if I put like lots of reverb, because you can put so much reverb, so it would be like a post-rock. But I really like this different genres, so it works for me. So yeah, you can see it's huge. The trail, or maybe any note. Forever. Yeah. So yeah, that's a piece of a song. But yeah, with tone amp you still can, for example, to use not really a fingerstyle effect, delay. I can make it huge again, really huge, like it sounds so loud. And yeah, I can play, and I can play like.
And what's even cooler, there is an output jack on it, so you can actually use it
on stage. On the big stage, yeah, because you can see you would think that that's a problem because it's still a guitar. It doesn't really make your guitar so much louder.
No.
So you can't go on a big stage like that. But yeah, there's a cool thing that we have this beautiful cable. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And yeah, I can plug it into my output channel because you can see it has two like main channels. That's the output that goes like to my pickup, any of my pickups.
So now the effect and the guitar's pickup sound goes into the PA.
Yeah.
So in the mixer, and you can record it. You can play on stage without having any feedback noise. So it doesn't matter how I might look like.
And can you tell us how and when did you start to play guitar? And who has been your inspiration, for example, any famous guitar player?
Yes, actually, it wasn't a really interesting story. I was just doing nothing and playing video games until 12, and then my parents decided to present me my first classical guitar, and maybe they just wanted me to force me to do something useful instead of video games. So yeah, and after that I started to play classical, but I wasn't a good student. But then I switched to fingerstyle as soon as I got to know Don Ross music. So Don Ross was my first big inspiration in this genre, though I think that now it's quite hard to distinguish some Don Ross sounds in my music. It's quite far from Don Ross. But he was my first biggest inspiration. I'm really grateful to him for experience that he put in his music. So I would love to meet him in person, just to say thank you.
And I see your tuners, like really nice tuners. Can you tell us more about your tuning packs and how do you use them and how do you tune them so perfect during the songs?
Yeah, I have a perfect pitch and I have perfect hand movements. So I just do this and I don't even need to listen to a note because I have a so perfect pitch. My brain is so perfect. But yeah, actually, these tuners are Keith banjo pegs. You can see it here. They look so strange. And the system is quite simple. We have the high stop and we have the low stop. So when I just set my peg between any two notes and the peg just doesn't go any further or lower. So I just can't do it lower. So that's why I can do the retuning so fast and precise, like even with both hands. Nice sound. Yeah, so that's magic trick, so please don't tell anyone about that.
All Chinese fans love your performance. That's why I want to ask you, have you been taught to perform anywhere, or all Russian people have it in their veins?
Yeah, I'm happy that Chinese people so kind to me and to my music. And actually, I don't think that I'm a good actor because I haven't tried to be an actor on stage. I was just doing what I like because I like to play my music. I like to share it with people. I like to perform live. So I'm happy that they can feel it through that.
And how often do you perform live in Russia? And what's the price for the ticket, if it's not secret?
Oh yeah, you want to attend my concert in Russia? Actually, yes. I used to play a lot in Russia, and actually I play a lot in my hometown. I still play a lot, but more like a practice because it's quite hard to get some audience in such cities like Krasnodar, like my hometown, because I don't want to blame anyone for that. This style is really new and it's still underground, so it's okay that not so many people are interested in it. And I have to say, unfortunately, that I perform much more in other countries than in Russia. So that's the problem. I would love to perform in Russia more often, but there's just no audience for that. I have lots of fans and they are great guys from all over the country, but the country is so big that if you get to any city, you would get like 10 to 15 fans there. So it's like, it just doesn't worth it to go so far. And yeah, that's why I don't have ticket price. It's free for everyone. Yeah.
And do you have to have any permission for having a concert in Russia?
I have never got any problems with that because usually it's not me who books the concert. And if I book a concert, usually it's some kind of a little bar or little cafe. So surely it doesn't take any permission to get to play there. But if we speak about such big venues like, I don't know, theaters and stuff, maybe. But I have never played in such venues in Russia, so I don't know.
And as you said, that kind of venues, do they provide sound engineer?
Yeah, because in every bar there's usually a sound engineer, and they are all quite nice guys, and they have all the equipments you need, even some cables, even some DI boxes. So that has never been a problem for me to perform. And since I have my own setup now, it's quite easy. It's much easier because I can rely on myself.
Okay, let's talk about Russia. What is the best brand guitar in Russia?
In Russia, there are actually many luthiers, many good luthiers in Russia, but mostly connected with classical guitars. And I'm not an expert in this kind of sphere. But regarding acoustics, yeah, I know some luthiers, but unfortunately they are not famous, and I guess that there's no sense in naming names because, well, you surely don't know them. And I hope that guitar industry will grow in Russia, because we all play like foreign brands because they are just better. But I really hope that there will be some luthiers and some companies that can conquer and that can be compared with high-end brands that were developing in Europe or in America.
Okay. Can you recommend us a few great Russian fingerstyle guitar players?
Yeah, fingerstyle scene in Russia is so small that everyone there is worth to be shown to people, because they are all unique. And I have my friends like Maxim Yarushkin from Go Fingerstyle, who does great lessons and great arrangements of music. We have Aaron Nareth, I don't know, maybe it's just his nickname, who produces great covers too. And we have Nikita Boldyrev, who is more like a classical and jazz guitarist, but he's a fantastic fingerstyle guitarist too. And also my friend Pavel Kinal, who is really progressive and metal fingerstyle guy. Unfortunately, not really famous, but he deserves to be much more well known because his music is unique.
Do you have any fingerstyle guitar competition in Russia?
Yeah, we have the biggest fingerstyle society club in Russian social network, Big Cave, Kontakte, where we usually arrange some competitions via internet. So people just upload videos. Then usually the jury decides who's best, and the prizes are usually some kind of guitars or maybe some little but nice stuff like capos, strings. So yeah, there are lots of people who are interested in it. So that's why I think that fingerstyle will grow in Russia, maybe in the next 10 years or something like this.
I have like a few questions. Do Russian people still buy CDs in CD stores?
Well, I haven't seen a CD store for a long time. Though when I was younger, I used to buy lots of CDs, though it was like a pirate CDs, which had like lots of albums on one CDs. It's not legal for sure, but it was sold everywhere. It used to be sold everywhere. So Russian people, yeah, they buy CDs, but not in stores. But regarding my CDs, they still buy it. They order it from my website, and for sure they buy it after my concerts. It's exactly what I need. Fingerstyle, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Okay, thank you so much. And can you tell something to your fans?
Yeah, guys, I love you.